Today's Madden 16 tip video is going to teach you how to find some budget pass blocking offensive linemen in Madden NFL 16. What's up, guys? My name is Cody, and I want to go ahead and quickly welcome you to this video. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch it, and I want to get right into it today because we're talking about some good players for pass blocking. We're looking to upgrade our passing offense, and we need some good offensive linemen to do that. Now, this MUT budget series has taught you how to get some good quarterbacks, some good running backs, some good wide receivers, some good tight ends, and now we're looking at the offensive line. And in today's video, we're going to find some really good pass blocking linemen that are going to complement your good wide receivers that we talked about in a few videos back. Now, the key to this video, guys, if you want to have a good run blocking offense, if you like this video and you like our breakdown of alignment, but you say that you're a running type of player, if you go in the description, I'm going to leave you a link to our last video. And our last video talked about the top 5 budget run blockers in Madden NFL 16, and we gave you a ton of really good breakdowns. And the whole premise for this budget series is to give you players that are under 5,000 coins that are going to be effective for your offense. With that in mind, guys, I want to go ahead and start and kick off today's video. And I want to talk about, like I said, I wanted to talk about budget offensive linemen. Now, the 3 most important stats I find for pass blocking offensive linemen is strength, number 1, pass block number 1, strength number 2, and impact block number 3. Now, impact block doesn't, for me, in the passing game, it doesn't do a ton. It really is not quite as important as it was in the running game. But anyway, so let's hop into this. And our first budget offensive lineman that I wanted to talk about with you guys today, he comes to us from the Oakland Raiders, and I really like this card. I think he's a really solid card. It's actually his next version is also really good. He's a good card every single year. But he comes to us he's a left tackle from the Oakland Raiders, and he's a Madden legend in the sense that you see him every year pop up, and it's Penn from the Oakland Raiders is who we're going to look to target here, and his 82 overall Madden Ultimate Team base set card, and we like it because it's under 5,000 coins, going for about 2,500 right now, and Penn here has 92 strength, 93 run block, or excuse me, 93 pass block. Those are 2 really good stats right there. And then what I like to look for as well, what I'm doing in this budget series, is to have at least 80 in the other category. And so you see he fits our criteria: 81 run block, 81 impact block, which is really good. I find awareness also to, for some reason, actually have some weight in the running game, so I do like to talk about that as well. I think that it's something that we can't ignore. Is to at least give him, at least have some awareness. And you see that Penn does qualify in all of those. Now, he's not great at anything. He's very balanced across the board. So I really like this card, and I think he's a really underrated card for you guys. Now, the next guy that I wanted to talk about in today's video is actually my personal favorite card. And the reason that I like this card so much is just because I think it does a lot. I think it's very under the radar. And this guy comes to us from the Washington Redskins, and it's a Football Outsiders card. And who we're going to be looking at is, he's a right tackle, and his name is Morgan Moses from the Washington Redskins. You see he's going for about 3,600 coins. And what we like about this card is he has 94 strength, 92 pass blocking. He also has really good impact block and run block. As you see here, he's 6'6". He's a big guy, and I really like that his strength and pass block fit my criteria. He also has really decent run block and impact block for a pass blocking lineman. So for those of you guys who like to run the inside zone out of shotgun doubles to complement your level sail and your 4 verticals and all those things, this is a really good option for you, in my personal opinion. I think that he's one of the top 5 at least, but I think he's actually a little higher, but it may just be because I really like him a lot, my personal self. So, anyways, guys, I like this Morgan Moses card. I think he definitely belongs. On a roster, and I really think that he definitely belongs on a budget team for sure. The next budget lineman that I want to talk about today is this guy from the Indianapolis, yes, this guy from the Indianapolis Colts. So, shockingly enough, the Colts actually have a decent line for the Madden Ultimate Team mode, and it's a Football Outsiders edition. It's 83 overall, and his name, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I think it's pronounced Khalid Holmes, and he's a little bit on the pricey side. He actually kind of fluctuates, to be honest. Normally he's around 5,000 coins. Sometimes he'll be at 4, sometimes he'll be at 6. Right now he's at 6,500 coins. But the cool part about this card is he has 91 strength, 92 pass block, 88 impact block, and 86 run block. So he's very balanced across the board. He's a very good pass blocking lineman, and in my opinion, he's one of the best in the game. So that's why I have him coming in here at number 3 on our list. Now, because of his price, I want to go ahead and give you another option here at this number 3 selection. If you think that he's a little too expensive, then I would recommend going to the Arizona Cardinals and looking up their left tackle, Jared Veldheer, the Madden 16 Ultimate Team Base Set Edition. And you're going to see here, this is a really nice card for what we want to do, because he has 95 strength, 92 pass block, and 83 impact block, and 85 run block. Now those 4 stats combined create a very nice offensive lineman, especially when we're talking about someone that is a pass blocking offensive lineman. Okay, so that's why we like this Jared Veldheer card. What I like to do with this, I like to put him at left guard and let Donald Penn play left tackle. Okay, so that's our number 3. That's our number 3 pass blocking lineman. Now, number 2 on our list, I really like him because I think he just does a lot well. And he's not necessarily the best pass blocker at his position, but he's very good for what we want him to do. And he's a center, and he comes to us from the Kansas City Chiefs. His name's Mitch Morse. Now, normally he goes for around 3,000 coins. Here, we can only bid on him right now for 2,200, 2,500. But this card, the reason I like it so much is he has 97 strength, which is very good. It's very rare that you see a lineman of this caliber with 97 strength. He also has 92 pass block, which is very comparable to everything else that we've seen in this section. He has very good pass block. And then, of course, he has decent run block and decent impact block. So those kind of things coming together make him a really nice option when we're talking about budget offensive linemen. Now, there's several others that we could put in this slot. I like him the most because of his strength rating. I think that his strength rating really separates him from a lot of guys because he has strength pass block, but that strength is way higher. It's almost so high that it almost overrides the fact that his pass block is not as high as our next guys. But in my opinion, he's very comparable to the number 1 player on our pass blocking list here. Now, the number 1 player here for us when we're talking about pass blocking offensive linemen, and he comes to us from, I had him up here a second ago on my notes here. He is a left guard, and he comes to us from the Detroit Lions, I believe. Yep, he comes to us, he's a right guard. And he comes to us from the Detroit Lions. He's a Madden 16 Ultimate Team base card. And what we like about his name is Larry Warford. And he's very cheap. He's probably the cheapest one out of all. And he actually is one of the most important, like one of the best ones of them all. So the reason we like this card is because he has 90 strength, which is that threshold that we said before. He also has 95 pass block, which is actually the best pass block rating out of any of the linemen we discussed today. His kryptonite is that his run blocking is not quite as good as all the other ones, but for the price, he's only 1,700 coins. I believe this is one of the best options. He's very resemblant of King Dunlap from last video. I think he's got probably one of the best values out of any of these guys, and I really think that he's going to help you out a lot when you're talking about trying to block, trying to pass block. I think that he really has a lot going for him, as you can see here with these ratings. I mean, for me, he's really solid. Now, if you guys didn't watch the last video, what I like to do now is I like to talk to you about a little bit more of an expensive player, but someone that, in my opinion, I believe is worth the coin. He's worth the value. And for pass blocking offensive linemen, we also have the same guy for run blocking, and that is the left tackle from the Philadelphia Eagles, the Madden 16 base set edition of Jason Peters. Now, here's why I like him. He does so many things well for you. He has 94 strength, very good. That's what we want. He has 95 pass blocking. It's one of the best pass blocks in the entire game. And he also has 92 run block, which is no shat. Definitely a solid option here. He's only 33,000 points, and in my opinion, this is a very viable option. This is something that is very effective that you can add to your team today to really make your offensive line better. And it really is what he will do. I mean, he will make your offensive line better. Whether you want it, whatever in whatever way you want him to perform in. So I highly believe in him, that Jason Peters card, as one of the best in terms of budget friendly. Even though he's a little bit more expensive, he is really good in terms of. He's really good in terms of value. He does a lot for you, in my opinion, because he gives you that strength, he gives you the run block, and he gives you the pass block, which is very rare to see. Very rare to see from guys at that position. Now, I wanted to turn my attention to talking to you about another good option for your passing, your pass blocking team, and I want to talk to you quickly about kind of a little bit more of an expensive guy, but he's not quite as expensive as Jason Peters. And that guy is a right guard, and he comes to us from the New York Jets. And his name is Willie Colon. And what you're going to see here, he goes for about 14,000 coins. Take a look at this guy. It's a Football Outsiders edition. He has 94 strength, 95 pass block, which is very serviceable. It's very similar to Larry Warford. Also has 86 run block, which is a little bit better. His impact block is kind of lacking, and so I can understand why you wouldn't take this guy, but I think that his strength rating in combination with his run block rating, or combination with his pass block rating really make him a valuable commodity. So it's a rare that you're gonna get 94 and 95 like that. One other guy that I want to recommend to you, other than Willie Colon, there's actually a couple, but I do want to give you one other guy because, again, he is lacking in one field. You're really looking for balance. You're looking for value. The Cincinnati Bengals left tackle, the Madden 16 base set edition of Andrew Whitworth. This Andrew Whitworth card, again, going for about 15 to 17,000 coins. The thing we like about this card, he has 92 strength, he has 95 pass block, and he has a little bit higher run block than Willie Colon did, and a lot higher impact block. So this guy gives you a lot more balance across the board, and definitely will help you to advance your pass blocking mechanics and help improve your overall passing offense. So with that in mind, guys, I want to go ahead and wrap up the video with this section. And we talked about pass blockers. Now, in the next video, I want to talk about fullbacks. I want to give you two budget fullbacks that you can use. I know that most people don't use fullbacks, but there's some hidden gems in the fullback category, and I want to talk about those in the next video. So if you look forward to that, there's some really secret guys that you can do, and I'm telling you, I'm going to give you one player, and he's going to really increase your ability to run the ball. If you're having trouble running the ball from I formation or formations with a lead blocker, this is, in my opinion, one of the best lead blockers in the game. And this player will have a lot of value for your team. So stay tuned for that for the next video. Also, guys, if you want to do me a favor, if you enjoyed this video but you have a couple of players that you think I have missed, or some of your own personal top 5 budget pass blocking linemen, if you would leave those in the comment section of this video, I want to talk with you guys about that, and I look forward to dialoguing with you there. So I want to